Mixed reactions. It's part two of episode 116. It's Ian, Justin, and Casey. And last week, I mean, we obviously had the fun with the basketball bracket, but we did our hockey bracket. And apparently, this shit's even worse than our basketball one. So, what I'm going to do is the same thing I did last week. I'm going to pull up the NCAA hockey bracket. I'm pretty sure they updated here on NCAA.com. Okay, cool. They did. So, let me go ahead and screen share and let's go through and see how absolutely atrocious we did.
We sucked. Well, we went with emotions with
Yeah,
Merrimack.
you guys. I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
could
went
have.
too far with the Merrimack shit.
You guys were just having fun. You
It
guys were
was fun
feeling
while it
March Madness.
lasted. I'll give you. You got to admit, it was fun while it lasted.
All right, can you
It
guys
was.
see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get a pin. Okay,
Did not see Michigan State going down like a bitch to Wisconsin, though.
so first game, we're gonna go to the.
Okay, hold on. Michigan State really didn't go down like a bit. Well, they kind of did. I mean,
They
you
went
got to
down like a
think
bitch.
they were let up 2 goals in the last minute and a half of the third period, then let up a goal 30 seconds into the overtime to lose.
They went down like a bitch.
Yeah, yeah, they did.
So Michigan,
Like, just be honest, man. You're up
going to.
3-1 and you just piss it away.
Yeah, and you guys didn't believe me when I said they were going to lose to Wisconsin.
So to go from the top
If
left
you
of
would
the.
have listened to me last show, we would have gotten that one.
Yeah. Yeah, if we listened to our actual minds, we would have actually not picked Merrimack to get out of the first round.
Yeah, that was. I mean, you guys kind of knew what you were getting into. You wanted to feel like geniuses if it hit, and you ended up just.
Oh,
But
if we had
it's
actually hit
March.
that, we was like, shit, why aren't we in Vegas right now? Damn it.
It
We,
it's
we'd be talking so much shit right now.
It's
Literally.
March. So going from the top left of the bracket, Michigan versus Bentley. Mid, we got Michigan. We could pick that right. Penn
Yep.
State versus Minnesota Duluth. We had Penn State. We got that
I
wrong.
picked Duluth, but you all picked Penn State,
I
so
thought okay,
fuck
maybe I did pick
my
Penn
decisions.
State. Okay,
Justin's correct on that one.
I thought I was the one that went with Duluth. Well, congratulations to you, Justin, and against the Mixed Reactions crew. Absolutely nothing that you were right because we were wrong, which means we were wrong. So Michigan, Minnesota State versus Western Michigan. We had Western Michigan. That was a big dub. Denver versus Cornell. We had Denver, and
We
Cornell didn't
thought
even
this one was going
score.
to be closer, and Cornell got punked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. We thought it was going to be a close game, but Denver absolutely smoked them.
And then going to the top right side of this bracket, we had Michigan State over UConn. That was correct. We had Dartmouth over Wisconsin. Wisconsin beat the fucking shit out of them.
I told you guys again about Wisconsin, too.
You did.
Merrimack versus North Dakota.
We got that wrong. That
Yeah,
that
we
was
got
Oh,
a,
that
we got
that,
wrong.
that was a that was an emotional pick, and we fucked that one up.
Providence versus Quinnipiac. We all had Providence, and Quinnipiac ended up taking the dub. So we got the bottom two games completely wrong. So we're going to go transition back
wow.
here to this side. Oh, I forgot. There's less games in this tournament. So Michigan over Minnesota. Or no,
We had
sorry.
that
We had
one.
Michigan over Penn State. Michigan ended up winning.
We still had
Just
Michigan winning, though.
over
We still had Michigan winning.
PSU. Yeah. So we had that correct. We had Western Michigan over Denver.
We
Denver
got
ended up
that wrong.
big time. We got
Yes,
that
we
wrong.
did.
What
Okay,
was
so
it,
yeah.
6-2 or 8-2 or some shit like that?
Yep.
Um
I want you guys to go back and watch it, the show. I really do.
we
Yeah,
had
because you're saying that all your fucking picks are right.
we had Dartmouth, Michigan
I'm saying
State.
nothing. I'm
And
just saying go back and watch. That's all I'm saying is go back and watch.
it
Yeah, laugh it up, fuzzball.
we had Dartmouth versus Michigan State. It ended up being Wisconsin versus Michigan State. Wisconsin won. So I'm across the I'm just trying to figure out how to kind of
If
label it
it weren't
Dartmouth.
for Michigan State decided to lay an egg right at the last 15 minutes,
We would have been right.
Oh no,
Sean's
over.
back in further hiding it now.
And then
Yeah.
Merrimack versus Providence. You guys for some reason had Merrimack. We had Providence in that game.
How do we have
And that
Well,
wasn't even.
not even close.
Yeah,
Oh
That
my
so
whole
god.
that whole region we screwed up.
Yeah, we did.
and then I think those are all of the yeah, that's everything until the Frozen Four. So we're the Frozen Four. We had Michigan, Michigan State. It's actually going to be Michigan versus Denver. And then we also had right, we had Michigan, Michigan State, and the other semifinal is going to be Wisconsin versus North Dakota. Since
Oh
I mean,
man, that
who-
Michigan Denver game is going to be awesome. By the way,
wait,
just as a person who
We
enjoys
had
watching
we
college
had
hockey,
Michigan,
I'm
Western
gonna love
Michigan.
that game.
That's what we had.
Wait, hold on, because I saw I put Final Four Michigan, Michigan State, and then I put
It
Michigan.
was Michigan versus Western Michigan, and then Michigan State versus
Oh, versus who?
we had Providence.
Oh, right, because we no, we had Merrimack.
Did we
Yeah,
have
we did.
Merrimack?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then we
Okay.
because
had
we had Merrimack losing Michigan State.
I think that
Okay.
part I just figured it would be easier, so I wanted to go right down later. And then we also had Michigan versus
Western Michigan.
right, what Michigan versus Western Michigan
We
was
had a
in.
heavy Michigan final four, Frozen Four.
Yeah,
So we
we
only picked
certainly
one
fucking
Frozen
did.
Four team, right? Michigan, but we did end up having Michigan over. Well, shit, who do we pick for the
We
Michigan
had
person?
Michigan in the final.
Damn. I don't know
We
why I didn't write that part down. I don't whatever. And then so anyway, we're gonna go over the Frozen Four here because you guys went off emotion. The first semifinal is going to be 2 p.m. Las Vegas time, Wisconsin versus North Dakota. Who you got?
Wisconsin.
North Dakota in overtime.
Uh, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take North Dakota. I'm gonna go with North Dakota. So final, Casey, it's nothing personal.
It's really not. It's just, and again, I'm calling it overtime.
Michigan, Denver. Are we still believers in Michigan, fellas?
Yes.
Yes,
And
yes.
then it's gonna. So we got, if we're talking about the majority, we got North Dakota. Why do I fucking say it like that? Hey, Dakota, you have a hot date tonight. North Dakota versus Michigan in the final.
Michigan.
I still got
Wolverines.
Michigan. Yeah. It's
Wolverines.
crazy that they're about to win a basketball championship, and I haven't won in the NCAA basketball championship, but yeah, those first that was cool. That was a fun bracket. Well, I think I'd asked you guys this before, like about a year ago, what the turnout would be like in Vegas. And I want to just point out we have three pretty big Michigan,
Last year, you
Wisconsin, and North
asked us
Dakota.
that last week, Ian.
Yeah, you
What
did.
do you think the turnout's going to be? I'm asking you again.
Same answer as last week. Not great.
You don't think so? You know what? Let me actually see.
Denver's going to
Final.
have a good following in Vegas
You think
because it's
so?
close
Yeah,
by.
Denver's essentially going to be the home team.
Let me
North
see.
Dakota fans travel fairly well.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
Let me see. Frozen Four. I'm kind of looking at
I
it.
don't know enough about Michigan's hockey following or Wisconsin's hockey following.
There's a Bismarck flight. Bismarck, you can fly straight into Vegas from there.
Well, like I said, I know North Dakota fans are going to travel well. They usually do. Their stadium is the biggest stadium in college hockey.
I
Speaking
think
of
this.
college hockey, Justin Miguel Marquez hit the transfer portal today.
Let's
Yeah.
pull up Maine's roster, shall we?
The transfer portal doesn't really go active until this Frozen Four is over,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but he's hitting the portal.
That's
Um,
crazy. I think in football, it's once your team is eliminated, you can jump in.
Maine, I
Mercyhurst is the entire team's going in the portal because they dropped their D1 program.
They also lost
yes.
27-3 in baseball today to Pittsburgh.
Oof.
Mercy. Go ahead, Casey.
Well, Maine's future is still very bright. Their team is they're so young. There's a lot of talent that's left to be developed on there. There's going to be a lot of players that are ready to prove themselves next year due to this down year. I think Maine is going to have a really good season next year.
They need to bring in some good front end talent that's not a bunch of cake eaters from Canada.
They need to bring in some physicality.
Yeah, they don't need another Joey Diamond.
No,
One thing I wanted to ask you guys, because I know when that the rule was adopted for the Canadian junior players to be able to play. Do you guys? I feel like your guys' assessment was pretty spot on. Do you guys still feel strongly about the same way you felt when they announced it before this past season started?
yeah.
Yeah,
How can you not? I mean, when you take the talent pool aspect of it, yes, you get a lot of great individual hockey players, but it's not very team synchronized. And I think that was a big lack in Maine's game this year.
because Maine's like recruitment had everything to do with the fact that they couldn't score against a superior defensive team like Penn State was last year.
Yeah, and they went out and got goal scorers, individual great players. But
Which,
Justin, you hit the nail on the head in week 3 of the season. You said it looks like a bunch of me, I, looking out for number one players.
and that's exactly what it turned out to be.
Yeah.
And I will not buy for 1 second that Justin Poirier was actually hurt for the last 6 weeks.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't liked. I don't know what he did or what actions he did during practice or games. Ben Barr didn't like him, and he did not get along with the team.
Did he hit the portal?
I didn't hear about Poirier yet. I don't. Maybe Barr had to sit down with him and was like, "Listen, you're talented as hell. We want to keep you around, but shit has to change."
But it's interesting because now with Marcus hitting the portal, there goes one of their draft picks.
Yep.
Oh shit, we have a team in Arkansas, the Arkansas Glacier Cats. It says they're WPHL. Oh, they were. I was just because I saw Josh Nadeau, he's signing with Maine ECHL, and he's really the only player kind of looking at the portal here. The only player from so far, other than I guess what graduates that have left. But do you guys think they go back to that same approach, or do you guys think that they try to
They
recruit
need to
guys?
build a physical, hard hitting team as opposed to snipers.
So here's the thing, right? They're trying to build a team, so they need a mixture of both. They need guys who can go out and get you a goal at the drop of a dime, but they also need those enforcers. And I think the issue that has been over the past couple of years with Maine is they've had one or the other. Like, yeah, they had Bradley Nadeau in 2023, but that was their lone go get me a goal scorer.
Mhm.
Then in 2024, it was very team oriented and they were a very good team, but they didn't have that one individual player that could go get him a goal. Then they went out and got 4 or 5 of those players, and they all wanted to be the man, and it didn't coincide very well.
To me, Ben Barr's style doesn't really fit with the those individual players. I mean, even the year they when they won Hockey East or the year where they lost to Cordell at the tournament. I mean, they would come out and they would outplay teams and they would just chip away at you. But I mean, this game you guys got your
The
ass beat a
Cornell
few
year,
times.
but here's the thing with the Cornell year. That was the year that we had Bradley, and Bradley
Yeah.
was our really own like big offensive player. And if you kept Bradley out of the game, you basically had the game won.
100%. 100%.
And that's no shade at the other players on the team of that year, none at all. But but then
No,
the year
that's no
before,
shaded like the Brock Holtz, the Josh Nadeau's. There's the
Lyndon Green,
Lyndon
Brent
Breens,
Chabrier, the
Brent Chabret. They're like no shade at those players, but they're not. They weren't the type of players that were going to go get you a goal at the drop of a dime.
because all you had to do was get a face-off return to Bradley, and Bradley would put it in the upper right corner of the net without even questioning it.
Exactly.
But I mean, the only big name player that I know that's left this year, I mean, two. You could make the argument for Josh. Obviously, if Josh is really the Josh is
Josh is
really
gone.
yeah. Josh is back. Is in the AHL, but
Yeah, Josh is
ECHL.
gone now.
Marcus leaving is going to hurt. I like Marcus a whole lot more than I like Poirier.
So I think next year we're going to be looking at our two main offensive weapons. Probably,
It's going to be Poirier unless he leaves.
yeah, Jaden Lipinski, and I know he's a defenseman, but Peterson.
Peterson, I like. I mean, you were saying it early on to get like Peterson to sit on your ass on the bench.
I
Um,
liked what he did at the end of the season.
He came on very well over the course of the year.
Yeah, he did. And he's one of those newer age defensemen where he's tall, so he has the size, but he's lanky, he's quick, and he's got good puck handling.
Yeah.
as far as the roster I made, I'm just on the website right now. Five seniors. Currently it's going to be or all that last team: Fowler, Friel, Holt, Chabrier, and Arnaud. Um, So yeah, it's gonna probably be a new look next year.
Fowler
I was
will
just on the site,
Fowler
so I
is
know
coming
what it is.
back for his last year because his COVID year.
Yeah, he has the last year of eligibility, so Fowler will be back. I think Chabrier might come back.
Chabrier is already with the Maine Mariners. He's already gone.
He's already gone. Okay,
Yep.
so that's okay.
Mm.
It might be just Fowler that's returning as far as the senior class.
Because I
I
think
don't.
Arnott's already gone. He's graduating.
Yeah, I knew Arnott was gone. I didn't know about Chabrier though. Wow. Okay. It
Chabrier
really
signed with the
might
Maine
just be.
Mariners.
It
We
might just be Owen Fowler.
We
we
still
gotta
got
think.
Charlie Russell.
Let's
No, I'm
see.
talking about seniors.
No,
Seniors
seniors.
that
Yeah, I'm thinking for
for
next
like
year.
eligibility. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie Russell will definitely be back, and I like Charlie Russell. He's a hell of a player.
I also really like Frank Jurasevich.
I like Jarosevich a lot.
Who is our? I mean, I feel horrible for forgetting his name, but who was our defensive guy? Breeds last year.
Let's see. You got either Chabrier, Usaru, Moto.
No,
Are you talking about?
last year. Not this last season, but the season before.
I got you.
Uh,
You might be able
you're
to
not
take it
thinking of
before I can
Ross
pull it
Mitten,
up.
are you?
No, I'm not thinking Russman.
Let me see. I'll pull it up
He was
right
a senior.
now.
Lyndon Green. Oh
Um,
my God.
Antanashi,
No, no,
Lesikowski, Morse,
no,
Chabrier, Dalton,
no.
Nobes, Brazil,
David
or
Brazil, son of a bitch.
mhm. I remember hearing that name a
Brazil.
lot.
I liked Brazil a lot.
Yeah,
Lyndon Green brought a certain toughness to that team too. I wish
he
we still
freaking
had
broke
him.
his leg and came back.
I know. I know.
He had a full tib fib fracture and came back.
That's crazy. Hockey players, man. That's fucking
So
nuts.
I used to have this debate all the time, and don't get me wrong, hockey players are a different breed of like toughness,
Person.
but I don't think that translate to like physical fighting. Like when I lived with my cousin multiple years ago, and she's a huge hockey fan, we'd have this debate all the time. Is who would win in a one-on-one physical fight between Alexander Ovechkin and LeBron James? And I was like, LeBron James would kill him, literally kill him.
If there's one
Like,
hockey player from Maine that I've met personally that I would not want to get in a fight with, it's Ryan Lomberg.
Yeah, Lomberg. Yeah,
I would not want to get in a fight with him. He's small, but fucker he can brawl.
Yeah, I'm kind of I mean, because yeah, the hockey guys, Alexander Ovechkin, what is he, six? What is he, 6'1",
6'2"?
6'2",
and
210,
another thing.
if
Yeah,
that?
yeah. LeBron's 6'9", 275 of like
Pure
8%
muscle.
body fat.
Just
Yeah,
pure muscle.
he would kill Alexander Ovechkin. And this is quote unquote going to be a hot take. So
That's what we're here
they
for.
talk about the difference in toughness with like NBA players, NFL players versus NHL players, right? And they'd be like, "Oh, a hockey player will take a puck to the face, spit out teeth, and keep playing, and yet a basketball player has a cramp and has to sit out." And I'm like, "Sure, in theory, that sounds like a good argument. However, unless the puck concusses you, it doesn't physically impede you playing the
Yeah,
game. If you have a cramp in basketball, it physically impedes you from being able to play
that's a
because you
good.
physically cannot run.
Yeah,
The only
and
thing I would say to that, and I'm not disagreeing with you whatsoever. If a basketball player has someone touch their face right here, oh my God, God, the world's ending.
But they
that's
don't
them
come out
being
of the game.
dramatic.
That's dramatic. They don't come out of the game because of that.
No, I'm with you
You
though,
know,
because if you get hit in the face, I mean, you're a tough motherfucker for toughing it out. But at the end of the day, you're not really impeding your team. You're not really a detriment as long as you can tough it out. But you can't really tough out not being able to walk. I mean, you can,
right.
but you're not going to be any useful. You're not going to be useful.
What
And
scares the
so
hell out of me watching hockey, because I've seen it happen, I saw it happen in real time, is a skate going up.
Yep.
That's the scariest shit to me. When I played hockey in Moreno Valley when I was 12, we had a 14-year-old on our team take a slap shot. The other kid was probably 12, and he caught a puck to the throat, and they stopped the game for like 30 minutes.
Absolutely.
He didn't have a throat protector. They probably I
No,
don't.
there was a game I was watching, and the goalie got his his throat cut.
Yeah, no, that's one thing about skate. More than the sticks is the skate hitting you. Didn't I don't want to get it wrong. Didn't Todd Bertuzzi beat the shit out of a guy a while ago? Or it was somebody that beat the
Yeah,
shit out of somebody else and
Something
got
like that.
you're
really
right.
hurt. It might
It's
not have been
Todd
Todd,
Bertuzzi.
was
No,
it?
it was. Yeah.
It was Bertuzzi, yeah.
I didn't
Man,
want.
but yeah, so that was my hot take on that aspect of it, and it's one of those arguments that I've heard so many times throughout the course of my life when it comes to difference and toughness in sports. I think it's just somebody hating on basketball or football compared to hockey because, granted, yes, what hurts more, physical pain, probably a puck to the face is going to hurt more than a cramp, no question about it. But it's not going to impede your ability to play this game. You can't run with a cramp in your leg. You
Do you
physically
think that
cannot do it.
do you think that's all like magnified by Kawhi Leonard's load management for an almost entire freaking year?
I don't say necessarily him. It's been something that's been
I'm
brewing.
not
It's
saying
gotten so
I'm
bad.
saying it's
Yeah.
magnified by things like that.
Look,
Oh,
if
absolutely.
we're gonna
Yeah.
blame if we're gonna blame somebody for that though, we gotta blame Greg Popovich, not
Yeah.
Kawhi, because Kawhi learned it from Popovich because he was doing it with Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili for years before Kawhi got there.
They made a thing about it, but it wasn't. I remember that. Yeah. I think it was the first time they were on a road game, and he was just like, "Nah, you guys don't have
Exactly.
to."
Yeah, all three of them sat for rest that night.
The issue comes when it comes to like the road games because you play 41 home games a year, but especially these big guys, and it becomes, well, the fan. So the way I see it, it's a business, and you need to win the championship. Whatever you could do to win. I mean, sorry, the season's 82 games. Like I didn't,
Right.
they're mad at the players, but they make the season 82 games. Why would you not put yourself in the best position? I
Look,
don't like the arguments against low management because they allow it. If you're gonna allow me to rest, why would I not rest? Not saying
I
F the
say this
fans, but you have to win.
See, I say this as a fan, but fuck the fans. Like, to be honest, like, yes, the fans are a huge reason why teams are as valuable as they are, and they're a big reason why
Hmm.
sports are successful as they are. But sports and teams, right, just the overall franchises have risen to a level of notoriety that I don't think the fan, I don't want to say doesn't matter, but if your goal is to win that championship, Ian, I agree with you 100%. You do it in any means necessary. That means you need to rest players certain nights. You do it because, or do you want to look back in June, say if you're an NBA player, and be
Right.
like, you know what? Our star player may have gotten hurt in mid March, but hey, he went on that road game and played in Charlotte and he
For
did
those
fine.
fans, you
Yeah.
know.
Or do you want to be like, you know what? Those fans in Charlotte were mad pissed that Jason Tatum sat out. But now that he's healthy and ready, we're hosting up the Larry O'Brien trophy.
You can make the same argument in the NFL when it gets towards the end of the season. Like, for example, when the Chiefs are making their runs, why did Patrick Mahomes sit for the game?
And the funny
Yeah,
thing is, it's what is it? I might be using the wrong term. Utilitarianism, where it's the greatest result possible for the greatest amount of people. I mean, the like you said, the notoriety of the championship it brings your city, and the amount of boost that everybody gets from that. It's gonna take some sacrifice, and that might be the
yep,
fans that worked hard to see you. Like it's an unfortunate consequence of the system, a result of the system, the way it is.
absolutely.
Speaking of
Absolutely.
games in the season, it's being floated that the NFL will expand to an 18 game season.
I'm with it.
By 2029, I think they said, right?
That's not that far.
28, I think I saw.
Let me see.
Was it 28?
I
Wow,
think it
I
was
thought
28.
29.
I
Let me
could be
Here, I'll
wrong. I
see.
read this
thought it was
next.
28 though.
We got
But
10 minutes. The NFL is trying to go to a 18 game season.
no, I knew it was 18 games. But the question is, the reason that's pushing that is the international games.
Hmm.
Every team at least
Uh,
has an international game. But my question to you is, if you're going to have an 18 game season, do you add a bye week and you sacrifice a preseason game for a bye week?
yeah, every team gets an extra bye week. Yeah, they have to. It's such a physically demanding sport. If they
Yeah.
didn't, there'd be injuries would rise by at least 20%.
Yeah. Now, by that logic, when should the first bye week fall, in your opinion?
Same time, week 4.
I say you could still start the bye weeks about the same time. And well, I
Because if
mean,
you're going
because
to
you're
have
gonna,
two,
yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to. There's gonna be some games where I guess maybe you're gonna have to start them at a different time just so you can actually have a decent amount of games on in a given day, and not everybody's not sitting at home.
So, oh man, we don't
It's
have
tough.
enough
You really
time to
think
work
about it.
through
Yeah.
yeah, we don't have time to work through the workings of how that would need to go, but they would figure it out. They would.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the hardest thing, but it's gonna. I mean, an extra buy
bye
for
weeks would
every
have to
single
be done
team.
by week 14, in my opinion.
That's
All
a
but both of
good
them.
because then you got 19 weeks. I mean, maybe what
No, if you
closer
got
to
19 weeks, you can have it done by 15 or 16. I think 16 would be if you're pushing it to a week 19, I think week 16 would be the possible latest bye week you could have.
16 seems late with 3 games left. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, because you're only having to play. You're not ending at the end of the season. You're not going to go into the playoffs with an unfair rest advantage. Like you're going to have played
Right.
three straight weeks. You know what I mean? Like,
And to
because
be they should mark it out too. And I know they probably it'd be tough for them to do this, so this is just throwing, shit at a wall to see if it sticks. But like the teams that had a bye week 4 would also be the teams that had a bye week in week 16.
Ugh.
I know. Like I said, it's too much
I
to work
don't.
out.
If you're gonna have the bye week first, your second bye week is gonna come sooner than the last, in my opinion.
or just
I get
group
that.
everybody together and eat like for example the Seahawks and the fucking you can't really do it from divisions, but just the Seahawks and I don't know the Jaguars and they're
Well,
gonna
that's
have.
why I would say the last 3 or 4 weeks you have to
You
end it by week
Ian, you might be
15.
able to. You might be able to group divisions in, Ian. That's
Not
actually
not even divisions, but just like two random teams like the Jaguars and the Seahawks have the bye week on the same day, so you don't disrupt. Well,
So you can make the argument. So if the teams that had their bye week the first time round, they're the same teams that had the bye week the second time round.
yeah, yeah.
So if the first group of bye weeks is like the Seahawks, the Jaguars, the Titans, and the Bills,
mhm.
they have their next bye week. They're all the same bye week.
Yeah, you'd
But
have
they
to do it
have
like that.
but it's late. I don't know, man. It's too much fucking math to fuck around my head.
Um, so we only got about like 6 minutes left. Who's got a question?
Mhm.
You can. Nah, we
I
already
asked
answered that
last week.
one. Go ahead. You got one,
I
Justin?
asked last week.
I'm thinking about one real quick. Hmm. I shouldn't have asked that question I had earlier.
I got one.
I know. All right, what else, Ian? What you got?
If you could go back, any superstar that never won a ring, and you could give them a teammate to get them to that ring, who would that teammate be and why?
Oh man,
Ooh.
fantastic question. Let's go for any sport. Ah man.
Who would guide them on their? I know my
Same.
fucking
Okay,
answer.
player from the same era or player from any era.
Yeah, well, we're gonna keep it same era, so you can't put like Larry Bird would come help Curry or nothing like that. Well,
Okay.
No,
Curry
well
won a
they both
ring,
won
but
rings. They both won rings. So I would.
So you
it has to
can't
be
give
same
Adam
era.
Vinatieri to Jim Kelly.
Yeah, you can't have like Jim Brown go and help Brady win, or not even Brady. You can't have Jim Brown help go Lamar Jackson win his first ring or nothing like that.
Okay.
Mine would be the trade that never happened, the one that was vetoed. If Chris Paul would have had Kobe and Gasol, he would have won a ring.
Oh, that's
That's a good one.
that's
That's a
really
good
the only answer
Mine was based off a
because
real life scenario, something that almost happened, but it doesn't have to be, I mean, it could be something that was potentially going to happen or something that maybe even you thought that nobody else caught on to that you're like, you know what, I think this would have been a good ass idea if you put him with him and then he would have helped him get the ring.
If you gave Jerry Rice to Dan Marino.
Well, I mean, I guess at that point you'd be Jerry Rice to Dammer. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really any top damn,
that
that's a fucking good one.
that's a really good one.
That's actually that's better than
See,
mine, shit. Because you would be
and
giving
Nate,
Chris
no,
Paul to the Lakers, not Kobe, not go ahead, go ahead. I was
well,
just thinking
I
about
would say I don't think it's better than yours directly, Ian, because I was thinking of football once too, but football, I don't know if a one receiver makes it a ultimate quarterback, like makes a Super Bowl run for a quarterback undeniable.
But
Because
Marino did
I
go to the playoffs a few times though. Like he
no, he did. But the Lakers won multiple championships a couple years after that trade took place, and obviously, I still think they would have won with Chris Paul regardless. And so I would give Shaq, prime Shaq, to Brandon Roy.
come on, man. You ain't taking this shit serious.
As
No, but
that's good.
I mean, no, that's actually a really good one. I mean, because if you put
If
Shaq,
you could
prime
give
Shaq,
Reggie, okay, tacking on to what I just had.
uh-huh.
If you give Dan Marino, Reggie White, and Jerry Rice,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one, especially in a sport like football. But the Brandon Roy one is good because all they were was a big man. I mean, look at the team they had already. I think that's
true.
a pretty good one. I mean, yeah, if you give Dan Marino, how good were his def? I mean, he had no name receivers for most of his career. Am I wrong? He didn't have any.
Mark
Um,
Clayton. Mark Clayton would be his best one.
that's a good one,
Um,
Reggie White, and I mean, really, you
Sure.
give. I was gonna say give Mike Trout. I mean, what else do we got to give Mike Trout?
He had Shohei.
I can't even rap like my
Okay, you give Mike Trout 80. You give Mike Trout like fucking
oh, what if you gave Charles
Terry
Barkley?
Francona.
What if you gave Charles Barkley Magic Johnson?
Ooh,
That's a good one. What if
that
you
would good.
gave?
That would work.
I was thinking of one for Patrick Ewing. If you gave because I'm trying to think of guys that were actually like available at the time. I went on to a different team.
You give
Not
Patrick
really.
Ewing, Allen Iverson.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good. That's a good one.
I was about to say
Because
Jason.
that's young Iverson.
If you give Patrick Ewing Jason Kidd,
No, Jason Kidd wasn't in the league with Patrick Ewing, was he?
yeah, he got drafted in like 93, 94. But when Patrick Ewing was, there's somebody I'm missing. Magic Johnson was a good one. Um, who's another guy that just never got a ring?
Oh, what if you gave? This is gonna sound crazy, but think about it realistically for a minute. Like, don't just scoff at it. Think about
Hmm
what I'm saying for a minute. What if you gave Reggie Miller Scottie Pippen?
That's tough. That's tough. That's a good one. He was only a step away multiple times.
You give Reggie Miller, Scottie Pippen, or Dennis Rodman.
No, because Rodman wouldn't bring the offense that Pippen could.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Like
Um,
Pippen could do it all. Pippen was he was
You
the
can
best
make the
defender
argument
on the
Pippen
ball.
was better than Jordan in many respects.
I
He
think
guarded
perimeter
his
defense he
best
was.
players
Yeah.
much better. Yeah, absolutely perimeter defense, and he always took the team's number one option for the most part.
Yeah.
I think if you gave
So
who's another guy without a ring? Not
We're
Barkley,
down to
not
just about a minute.
I got you. It wasn't Barkley, it wasn't Ewing. Fuck, there was another one. Is it NFL? No, really, if you give fuck. They really give
You,
Josh Allen a defensive goddamn top defense.
I've
look,
got it. I've got it. You give Mike Trout, Theo Epstein as a GM.
I was thinking about doing
uh,
something like going in that route. That's like in a like exact that's a good one. I mean, really, you give him anything other than what we have with the talent we have, we'd at least be in the playoffs.
I mean, if you
yeah.
had Theo Epstein as a GM and you still had Shohei Ohtani, great.
Oh,
Hopefully Suzuki could turn it around.
what
But
if you gave Barry Bonds Randy Johnson?
or Kurt Schilling. Or
No.
really any guy. Randy Johnson. You gotta have that ace.
You give him Randy Johnson or Pedro Martinez.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're about to get cut off like the Sopranos, but it was nice
Nah, it's
doing
all
it
good.
again with you fellas. Yes,
Hey, great
sir.
show, fellas.
It's been great, guys.
I
Fuck
love
Philly.
To bring a towel for the Frozen Four because